Hey everybody, it's Erin with Set with a Smile. I wanted to pop on here quickly and show you how I set up my Facebook party groups. There are multiple ways to have a Facebook party, and I choose to use Facebook groups to get all the information out to my host and her guests. So I'm going to screen record how I set up my own Facebook group step by step and why I chose Facebook groups versus an event. The main reason I like Facebook groups is it's a permanent place for the party to reside. No matter when your party happens, date-wise, once you create the group, it's there until you archive or delete it. A Facebook event is just a snapshot in time. So if you are posting images to share with your host and party group, once the date of the party is over, that disappears. The other reason I like groups is you are able to pre-schedule your posts. You can do this individually by picking a date and time for each post to appear, or you can use a third-party app like Post My Party or Vizzle to schedule yours. And lastly, but maybe most importantly, the Facebook group can become a VIP page for your host if you flip your party. So if your host has so much fun, she wants to be a consultant, you flip the party, and then you give her this Facebook group that she's already a member of, that her friends are already a member of. And that becomes her VIP group that she can start selling her business. And, if she doesn't become a future consultant, but wants to rebook a party a couple months down the road, you've already have this party group already started, which already has a bunch of her friends in it. So right there is the reasons I like to do a Facebook group. So this is my very first screen record using Zoom. So I apologize if it takes me a little bit to figure out exactly what I'm doing, but let me share my screen with you and let's get started. Now I'm going to hop over to Facebook. And before I do anything, let's get over to Facebook. Here's my personal Facebook group. Before I do anything and hop over to Facebook, there are two things that I've already done. I have already created a banner. So right here, like this little picture that is at the top of your party, I've already created that so I can upload it. Number two, I've already been on the Scentsy workstation. So I've already been over here and I've already created my personal shopping link for my party. So before you hop over to Facebook, it's easier if you already have an image chosen. You don't have to. You can add it later. And you don't have to already have your party link, but that's just the order that I do it. So when you come over to Facebook real quick, you're going to want to go up to create and look, I'm on my personal Facebook page. I'm not on my VIP group. I am not on my business page. I'm on my personal page. And I set up all of my party groups here. It makes it a lot simpler the way that Facebook has things organized. It just makes much more sense. You can try it the other way, but you might run into a couple roadblocks. So I'm going up here to create, and I'm going to click create, and I'm going to click group. And I'm going to wait, and it's going to pop up a couple things. I'm going to name my group, and Candace's Crazy Scentsy Party. Now I've already created a video on how to create a banner, and I've already created a video on how to create your Facebook link on your shopping link on Scentsy's workstation. So if you miss those, you can go find those videos. All right. Now look, it wants you to add people. I am not adding people. I do not invite or share this until the page is ready to go. So I skip that. Privacy. I choose private. I want just the people I invite to find it. but I want it to be visible, not hidden. So a great thing about this is if Candace decides that she wants to tell people, but she can't remember the link of the party, she could say, ooh, search Candace's crazy Scentsy party. Because it's visible, people can find it. She won't be able to join it until she gets approved to join by membership. But that's a reason why. And I always click pinned to shortcuts. I want to be able to find that party afterwards. If you are creating your party on an iPhone or another device, the pin to shortcuts appear somewhere different. I'm on a computer, I'm on a laptop right now. So a lot of the things might look different if you are doing this from your phone. All right, I'm going to click create. And only 10 groups are allowed. Oops, I already have too many groups pinned. So I can't pin this one. I'm going to unpin it for now and just click create. I need to go and unpin a couple groups. All right, upload photo at the top. This is where I'm going to put my photo. I have already saved the photo that I wanted to my desktop. So just know where you need to find that photo that you want to use. Otherwise, you'll search for it. Okay, and this is the photo that I chose to use for Candace's party. And I'm going to click save right here. If I don't click save up here, it's not going to save the picture. I'm going to click save. I like to make a custom photo for each of my parties, and I like it to be applicable to whatever time. Now, I probably am going to change this image later because the fireplace is a sought after item that won't be around very long. But when I was creating my banner this morning, that was the first picture I came to. All right, now the next thing you're going to need to find is this more button. Okay, click on more, and that's going to give you some options. And edit your group settings is where all of the fun stuff that we're going to personalize. All right, so click edit group settings, and up comes all of this. All right, we already have the name of the party. Group type, I'm leaving as general. And then it wants a description. So I have already typed up a description in Google Docs. All right, I'm just going to copy and paste. I thought I already had it all selected. All right, copy and paste. And paste it there. And there it all, excuse me, all pops up of all the stuff that's in about. Excuse me. Okay. Add location. You could go ahead and put your business name or a city or state. I leave that blank. I don't add any tags. You could. Apps, if you are using a third-party app to help you schedule, you're going to want to add that. That's where you're going to click it so the third-party app can connect with your Facebook party. And here, I'll click on it. It takes a few minutes, so that's the only problem. Sometimes it takes a while. So you see how it's thinking. But I use post my party. But and of course now I can't unclick it. So some of the reasons I'll just talk now why I'm waiting since I chose to do that. Post my party is a way I would not suggest using that at all until you have multiple parties that you're doing at the same time, and scheduling the posts takes a lot of time. I really recommend, all right, so it's being unresponsive, so I'm going to exit out, which is good. I'll snap. Not sure what happened. I think it's better for you to go through Facebook individual scheduling first while you're learning how to set up your own party, because you're going to want to figure out the timing of your posts and the time of day and the kind of posts. And using a third-party app would be too confusing if you haven't done a lot of posts before. So we will go back to that edit group settings. Look, and it didn't save. So I need to copy and paste again. All right. Right here, link your page. This gives you the option to link your business page. Now I will tell you, I do not link my business page at the beginning of the party. I wait until maybe a couple days in. And the reason is, I will show you when we get out of this, it's how you invite your people. If you're inviting people from a group you've created from your personal page, it gives you a lot more choices as a as an individual person. If you link your business page, it's making this group be more of a business affiliation, and there are parameters and more rules and stipulations about how you invite people. So I know, like, a lot of my team members, you just assumed, oh, I'm a Scentsy person, I need to have my party from my business group, my business page, and they go and create it, and then they're running into roadblocks. So this is the way around it, is don't link your Facebook party until after you've invited everyone, and you can even wait until closer to the end of the party, and then you can link it so that attendees can find your business. So I'm skipping over that intentionally. Okay, so choose your color. You can, I like this one at the top. Facebook is smart, and it picks a color that matches your photo. And I'm going to click that. And this area up here that right now is blue, it'll eventually turn green to match this. Okay, customize your group's info. You can customize an address for the party. I don't, I leave it blank. We already chose private. We already chose visible. Manage badges. Do you want to have those little cute badges that says like top contributor? It defaults to you giving you those, so I leave those. Post topics, do you want to have them organized? I'll be honest, I skip over all of this stuff. And membership approval, it defaults to anyone in the group. I leave that because if a friend invites a friend, I want them to be able to approve that person. If you wanted only you to let people into the group, you would change that. Membership pre-approvals, if there was a reason, I don't use it for party groups, but you could have particular questions. You could let people into your group. I skip that. Same with membership requests. People can ask questions. What I do like is this automatic member approval. This is my like favorite hidden secret. And I'll do the setup requirement here. A fast way to approve members. Get started. All right, automatic membership approvals. I'm not doing the questions, but I do like clicking friends with at least one member. So this means that anyone can join the group. They will get pre-approved. They'll get already access to the group if they know someone. So like you're going to invite your host. So then when she starts inviting all her friends, they're automatically approved. You don't have to click let me in, let me in, let me in. I find it easier. So that's my favorite one to add. All right, click OK. And I'm going back to that more button again, to the edit group settings. You look, it disappeared because I didn't save it. I always, see, I forget, you have to do certain things. I'm gonna go down and click save real quick. I'm going down to click save so that description does not disappear. All right, changes have been saved. And we've already done all this, we've already done all this, we've already done all this. Automatic membership requests. Allow pages to request. I never had a page request, but I click that. Okay. Here's the only other one, post approval. All group posts must be approved by an admin. I don't let that. I want people to post to the party, so I do not check that. All right, so I'm going to click save. Here we are. We already have our party page. I'm clicking the top. Oh, and look, I forgot to edit when I copy and pasted. So let me edit my about. Remember when I copy and pasted, I did not change the person's name. Welcome to Candace's Scentsy party. The party will run November 12th. And I need to check my phone real quick to see what day her party is. And it's gonna be the 19th to the 30th. Okay, November 19 to November 30th. I like my parties to at least go for 2 weeks on paper. I mean, open on the computer. It doesn't mean actively posting on Facebook, because you never know when someone's paycheck or payroll is going to hit. So a lot of people like, oh, well, my party's going to be open for the weekend. Well, then if someone has to wait until the next payday, they might miss that. So like when I book a party, I might say, okay, give me these 2 to 3 to 5 days of active posting, but we can open it early and we can keep it open longer to allow people to shop, because it just makes it a lot easier. All right. So let's click confirm for that. I'm sorry, I'm jumping back and forth, but this is actually a real-time video of how I set it up. It's going a lot. I'm usually done by now if I wasn't explaining what I was doing, but at least you can, hopefully you find it helpful. So I'm over here, I'm clicking on Candace's Scentsy party. So I scroll down and look, I updated the description. So I go ahead and I delete the post with my boo-boo error. Okay. So I'm gonna look at the post. So I created the group. There I uploaded the group photo. Here's the info. And now recommended groups. If you have a VIP group, you're gonna wanna click this and connect it to your VIP group so that they can find it and join. Sent with a smile, VIPs. Okay. I could write why I recommend it. I do not. I'm skipping that. Okay. And okay. Now, clicking it again, I like to look at how the feed's gonna look. So the party name, the banner, the about, there's usually let me see if I refresh it, if it happens. Usually you can see that I clicked the group, but maybe not. I do it a lot more frequently on my iPhone than laptop. So it's actually taking me a little, yeah, it's not showing up. I'm not sure what happens. So you can't see the group right now. All right, the only other thing that I would do is I would go ahead and I would add my shopping link. So I'm gonna go to Scentsy and log in and find that shopping link that I've already created. Okay, and open orders. Here's all my parties. And I will tell you, for whatever reason, when I click the copy party URL here, I don't like the thumbnail it gives me. So I like to go into the actual party and go to the end page. I have no idea why. And it might be my computer, it might be my phone. And at the very end, after you create your party, it gives you this. The copy link for me gives me a different thumbnail. I don't know why. So of course you could just copy up here, copy and paste. You could highlight it here. You could actually, so I'm clicking that. You could actually go to the party page itself and copy and paste there. It doesn't matter how you copy and paste. But this is what I've already pre-done. and then go back to Facebook and put and I'm not showing you all my different posts. I'm just showing you how I do it. So shop here. And here it shows you Candace's crazy party. And I probably sometimes might write, this is the link where you're going to shop. But I like to add it as an announcement so it will stay at the top of the page. So if I click these three dots and have it come down, mark as announcement, it's now at the top of the page. So at this point, I would share it with my host, okay? And there's a couple ways to do it. I like to share it versus invite people. So I go to share right here, and I'm gonna share it in a personal message. So I'm gonna click share, and up here is all the different places you could share it. You could share it on her newsfeed, on your newsfeed. You can text it, you can do all these different things. But I click that, and I like to go to share in a private message, all right? And then I'm gonna click that, and I would write her a note that says, hey, Candace, here is a link to your Facebook party. Please do not share and invite people until we have talked. I am excited for your party. All right, and then I will search for her, Candace. All right, and I'm going to click send. So I'll show you real quick. If I go to my Facebook, it actually pops down here, look. If I go to, it shows my message and then her Facebook thing, her Facebook group. And now I might go over to this invite section and I will click her name and invite her to the party. Now the difference, when you use this invite section over on the right, you're gonna get a notification, you know, like in your feed that says, someone's tagged you or read this post. That a little message is gonna appear. So that's good, it triggers it. But if you scroll past it and don't accept the invitation, it's kind of lost out there in limbo. However, if you encourage your hosts to share their party, they can type personal messages here, and then they can be very strategic on who they invite. Doesn't mean you don't want to do both. I do recommend an invite, but usually I do not use this invite section until they've got a personal message from me. I don't like to spam people. So that just gives you an idea. So now you have this Facebook party set up, and now you can start. The next step would be host coaching on how to invite people and how to set up your posts. I'll show you one, let's practice scheduling one post. I'm gonna make a fake post. But if I wanted to say, welcome to the party, look, I even have typos. Down here, do you see that little clock? If you click on that, that's how you schedule your future posts. And it gives you a calendar and a date. So you can plan out in advance how you want your party to flow. You can have a template already created. You can follow somebody else's party. There's lots of resources, but you can go ahead and schedule. I recommend only doing one day at a time when it's your first party, because you don't know how things are going to flow, and you don't want to spend hours scheduling it and then have to go change. Something happens and you need to adjust the timing. That can be hard. So at the beginning, I might even do schedules, sit down for half an hour and do all of tomorrow's posts, or maybe even divide it into 2 days, like the morning, do your scheduling, and then the afternoon, if that makes sense. So this allows you to do that. And I like to number my posts, number 1, number 2, number 3, because that lets people follow along and find information. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed this crazy experience with me, and I appreciate it. I'm going to stop sharing. I hope you find it beneficial. And if you have any questions, Erin Turner, Scent with a Smile, I would love to help you. Have a great time setting up your parties, and good luck with your business. Bye.